Today is January 28th, 2021. Here we are, Thursday. And I just took a short little day trade here, kind of getting towards the end of the day. It's 3:13 p.m. Eastern. About an hour left before the futures market closes. So I'm going to just see what we can get on this one here. And I shorted on this little retracement. And right now it's making a little bit of money down or up about $60 or so. So I just got to be patient with this one. I have, as you can see, my stop is right here. So that's my stop loss. Let me label that for you. So there we are. Oops. Stop loss. And that's that blue line right there. And I have two targets on this one. My first target, and that's my exit for profit right there. So if price rallies up to 13,342.75, that will stop me out for a small loss. Okay, so I'll lose a little bit of money there if that happens. If it comes down, drops down a little bit lower, like I hope it does, then it'll hit my first target here, and that will make $150. And that all that really does is just kind of gets me in the clear, gives me some breathing room in this trade here. And at that point, my worst case scenario would be a break-even trade. And so this first target is really more defensive in nature than anything. It's not meant to, make a ton of money, get a home run trade. That's not the purpose of having that first target there. Purpose of that target is just get a little bit of money in your pocket and get a little feel-good victory, and but also mainly really just get defensive on the trade and protect what you have. Okay, and then I have a second target. Let me drop this down lower, down here lower, and the second target really is more of the home run. Like, let's really go for it and try to see what we can get on this thing, and that's down here at 12,994.50. So I'll label that as well. So that's going to be the second target. And that would also be an exit for profit. If it gets there. And if it gets there, great. Then that'd be a little over $1,000, almost $1,300 on that portion of it. Now, no one ever knows if it's going to hit their targets or not. So what we can do here is, as price is going down, 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 and getting lower and lower and lower, going towards its target, what we can do is move the stop. So I'll play out a scenario here. Let's say, for example, price drops down, hits my first target. Okay, great. So we make a little bit of money there. But then price just keeps going and keeps going and keeps going and keeps going and keeps going. But it hasn't hit my target yet. But notice my stop is still up there pretty high, isn't it? I mean, it's still up here. So what we can do is, as price is going down, we're making money. We haven't made money because we haven't exited the full position yet, but we're making some money on that. What we can do is take that original stop and just move it down to maybe, say, for example, there, or move it here, or here, or here, or here. And so you just move it down little by little by little. As price keeps going lower and lower and lower, you keep moving your stop down lower and lower and lower as well. Now, this is really more geared towards an active trader if someone is in front of their computer screen to do that. But it's really convenient, obviously, if it happens, you could move your stops down, because here's a scenario. If price gets close to that second target but doesn't go up and hit that second, it doesn't drop down, hit that second target, then you got stopped out right here for a profit. So you didn't quite make the full amount, but you got something pretty good on that trade. So that's just one way to go to manage your positions that way. And then, of course, if it does continue down to hit that second target, then that would get us out there for a nice profit. Okay, so there's a little mini lesson there for you. Now, I don't know if you heard it said order filled. So that means that it hit my first target right there. So at this point, my worst case scenario is going to be a little bit more than a break even in this example, because I'd moved the stop down a little bit already. So I'll make a very small profit on this trade as my worst case scenario. I say worst case because price could rally all the way back up, head up higher, and if that's the case, it stops me out right here. But because I've already taken a portion of the profit at this first target and have moved my stop down once already previously, then that means I'll make a little bit of money. It won't be much. It won't be much, but a small profit's better than a loss, so that part's good. All right, so now at this point, we've hit first target, and now we just have to wait. And we might be waiting a while on this one. In fact, there's less than an hour left for this market, but what we can do in this particular trade, and this was my original intention on this trade, is that today is Thursday, which means we still have one more day of the week to remain in this position. So if we chose to, and I have already chosen to, take this trade overnight, past the closing bell, go take it overnight. And one of the reasons for that is, number one, it's Thursday. I have time on my side still. I have another full day of trading still ahead of me, being Friday's just around the corner here. So that part's fine. And the other part, this is the futures market, which trades 23 hours a day. So it's only closed for 1 hour a day, which is great. And that means that I can manage this position, meaning I can move my stops down like I showed you at pretty much any time of the day. So for example, later on tonight, I'll have dinner. When I come back, finish dinner, I'll come back and check on this to see if I need to move the stop down at all. And if so, great, I'll move the stop down. And then I'll get the kids, help my wife get the kids ready to bed and go through the whole nighttime routine, and then come up, check it one more time before I go to bed and close up shop for the day and move the stop down if need be, and then wake up in the morning, turn the computer on and see where I'm at. Okay. So that's one of the nice convenient things about trading futures here. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this play out for a while. I'm going to pause the video here, and I'll come back and we'll see what kind of progress we've made in maybe an hour or so. All right.